morning everybody, it's now Saturday morning. I'm in the kitchen, just still a bomb site, and I'm going to give it a good clean this morning. So it isn't 100% finished at all. We've still got the flooring to go down, still got some touch-ups to do with the paint, some bits of plaster hadn't dried properly before painting them, so those bits are going to have to get resanded and then repainted, unfortunately. However, we're a good bit closer to being finished than we were, just not as far along as I would have hoped, but never mind. So yeah, I'm going to give it a clean this morning. We've got Callan's birthday party today, so Mum and Dad are going to host the sort of get together before we're going to ship all the kids up to the theatre in Pitlochry, and they're going to see Summer Holidays. So yeah, I'm going to give this 45 minutes and then I'm going to start getting ready for the party. But yeah, this is life. Lodge to do because basically people could check in from 3 p.m. onwards, so maybe away. So I have to do the lodge really quick, and people have left early, which is brilliant. So I can get this blitzed, and then yeah, we're good to go. Okay, so the kitchen's kind of tidy-ish, cleaned up a wee bit and just got all the dust kind of mopped up and things like that because I'm dragging it all through the house. And then I've done the lodge as well, which is good. The people have just messaged to say could they check in a little bit early, so that's no problem at all since it's all ready to go. And I'm just getting ready because everybody's going to be arriving in half an hour. So as ever, chasing my tail, but let's try and be ready in time for that. Today's going to be quite difficult for us to film actually because we're hosting the wee get together up at Mum and Dad's. Mum and Dad have asked me not to film inside their house, which is absolutely fine. And then I've got a day of other people's children, so I can't really film them either. So I'll do what I can during the day, but I might just have to catch up with you later on tonight and fill you in on the blanks. But I'm sure it'll be fun for sure. So yeah, I'm just getting ready just now. Kids are already up at Mum and Dad's, annoying stroke helping them, which is fine, and then I'll go and join them in a minute and just blow up some balloons and stuff, and get organised for everybody arriving. I feel like I've gone on and on and on about how untidy my house is. And you're like, you must be like, yawn, yeah, got it Karen, your house is a mess. The thing is though, it really, really bothers me. Like, I think it bothers me more than it bothers other people. I know it certainly bothers me more than it bothers Chris. It's just like, I think if the house is a mess, I feel like I'm a mess, and my life's a mess. And it's one of these things, like, when I feel out of control, first thing I do is tidy the house. It's like, I don't know, it's control the controllables, I think. But yeah, it has the opposite effect as well. So when it's chaos, I feel like chaos. Even if I'm on top of everything else, I still feel like my world is out of kilter. So that's why I'm going on about it so much, because it really does bother me. Like I would quite happily move out just now while this is all going on, because it's just so, it makes me feel on edge. So yeah, so hopefully I can get on top of that a wee bit just now, or later on tonight, and feel a little bit more relaxed again. the kind of person who can live in chaos. I know I've got friends who do quite happily live in absolute mayhem, both kind of in terms of what their house looks like, but also just their schedules are all over the place, and I think they quite thrive on the chaos of it all, whereas I like things to be kind of ordered and in their place. Damn it, including my mascara. And that's what makes me feel like I'm in control of my existence in my world, which of course I'm not, but it goes a long way to helping me feel like I am. And if I feel like I am, whether I am or not, then I can achieve so much more. I'm just happier. Right, it's time to get this hair dried and then head on up the road to Mum and Dad's. Okay, so that's me just walking up to Mum and Dad's now. Kids are already up there. Chris will follow. And I've got 5 minutes to spare before people arrive. This is fairly standard. But we've made it just about. So that's us been to the theatre. It was great fun. Kids all had a ball. And now we're just going to walk down to the play park, which is a beautiful play park actually, right by the River Tay. So we're going to give them a good hour just to run about and play. I've got the dog with me now as well. That's us back. Everybody's dropped off. I've immediately got into my pajamas just to get comfy, and I'm now making tea. I'm going to make nachos for tea because, well, it's a nachos kind of night. I was just debating whether it's going to be a gin night or a champagne night. Not sure yet. Kind of erring on the side of champagne, only because I don't have any rosemary to go in my gin, and I really like a sprig of rosemary to go in my gin, and I can't be bothered walking up to the vegetable garden to get some, so might be a champagne night. Just put the handles on last night. They're looking rather nice, quite like them. So they've been a success. Good morning folks, it's now Sunday and I've just had a big long lie. Well, it's relative terms obviously, so I laid in till 8:45 this morning, which is a serious long lie for me, and it was rather nice. Enjoyed that a lot. So it's about to be breakfast time. We're actually going to have a day here. So I was going to take the kids and go up to Glam's country fair and horse trials today, but the forecast is atrocious. It's thunder and lightning and all sorts of stuff. So I figure standing out in the field and that's probably not great. So I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to try and bat on and get the kitchen finished. And just get a little bit more organised because I feel like that's slipping away from me a wee bit. So I'm going to get on with that today. But yeah, I'm just kind of taking a wee while to come to there because, oh gosh, I had crazy dreams. Anybody else have crazy dreams? So it started off, I was trying to get a flight from London to Edinburgh, and then it all switched round at some point. It was Edinburgh to London, and the runway wasn't the airport at all. It was like from the castle down the Esplanade down the Royal Mile, but it was like sort of a big bit like that. Then it would dip down, and then it would go flat again, and dip down again, and there was like a big sheer drop at the end, and you just kind of had to hope that the airplane would take off at that point and be fine. So it was like the world's worst roller coaster. So that's pretty scary. There was all sorts of other bits and pieces that I can't quite get my head around yet. So that was fun. I always find when I wake up from these dreams, I'm exhausted. So yeah, I took a wee bit of waking up this morning. Right, so Sunday started in earnest. So I'm on my way up to Mum and Dad's just now. I'm taking their wheelie bin with me. And yeah, I'm going to go and have a look. So we ran out of paint the other day when we were painting the kitchen, but just like a tiny wee bit. We need, so I don't need a full pot or anything.
But Mum and Dad's garage is like a Farrow and Ball showroom, so I'm waiting up to go up and see if they've got the colour that we need, which is Dimity it's called. So that would be great if they did, and save a trip to B&Q and a pot of paint for a tiny little section. So wish me luck. Success! A full pot of the one that we want, which is perfect. Back down the road. In the new utility room and painting more units. So these were the kind of sort of veneer finish units, and we're painting them the same colour as the ones in the kitchen, and again putting on the copper handles as well so that it all kind of matches together. Same wallpaper on the walls up there as well. So yeah, like I say, middle of chaos at the moment, but it is going to look really nice. Can't wait to have a nice dedicated utility space. With work surfaces that I can pull clothes on, not just store DIY. Shit. That's the first time I've sworn on the vlog, but I think I need to. It needs to be said. All this DIY shit that I want out of my utility room and back in the workshop where it's meant to be. So the thunder's a bit nuts today. KR gets really stressed with, oh darling, it's noisy isn't it? With thunder, with lightning, with even high winds, fireworks. Oh no, you're alright darling, it's okay. Shh. It's really quite distressing to watch him. Ken Robinson, you're alright darling. The car is normally his happy place. He's really stressed in the house, so I thought we'd take him out for a bit of a run in the car, but I think I'm going to have to actually put him in his crate because he's just beside himself. Oh, it's really distressing, it's such a shame. Not even sure if you'll be able to hear me, it's so... the rain's just nuts now. However, the good news is he's starting to settle a wee bit. Yeah, I think this is a waste of time. I'll vlog later on. So I'm literally just like 2 miles down the road and there's no rain here at all. No thunder by the sounds of things. And hopefully that'll chill him out a wee bit. Yeah, this is a thing that's been going on for years now with him. He senses it coming, these thunderstorms, way before we're aware of them. And he starts to like be really hyperventilating and shaking, his wee tail's clamped. Just really upset. So yeah, the car is normally the place where he settles. I don't know if it's just because it's like a sort of sealed unit. I don't know, the air pressure might be different in here or something. But it's kind of his happy place. Quite often he would rather come and sit out in the car than stay in the house with us. When there's things like this going on, if they're having a shoot or something like that. It's proper anxiety. It's really distressing to watch, and not an awful lot we can do about it, unfortunately. So I'm taking a wee run out. I thought I would just grab something for tea while I'm out there. Try to like cook from scratch as much as possible, but with the kitchen being kind of upside down the last sort of week, it just feels like all we've eaten is rubbish for the last however long. So today will be no exception, unfortunately, because I think we'll be right up to the wire tonight to try and get it complete. So hopefully back to eating well and cooking from scratch and stuff tomorrow and next week. But until then, yeah, I think it's going to be another kind of freezer food job for tonight's tea. It needs must. So I'm going to have a bath. I've got some lovely lavender bath salts, so I'll pop them in and chill out for a little bit, try and block out the working noise that's going on in the rest of the house. Maybe put on a wee vlog or a podcast or something and just lie in this
boiling hot bath for about 15 minutes. And that'll set me up a bit better, I think, for the rest of the evening. So I'm going to leave it at that for today, folks. I will vlog again tomorrow. I hope this stuff's interesting. It's a lot more. This is stuff I would never have filmed before because to me it's just so mundane and boring. But let me know what you think, guys. Is this stuff that you want to see? Or is this just dull?